that chapter? If you read that chapter, tell me how much. I feel so good right now. I kind of teared up in the middle of that chapter because that's how good I felt. What's up, guys? Hey, today I come to you with my weekly chapter of Gintama, and this week's chapter, chapter 575, we get, Gintoki, Takasugi, uh, Katsura, and Sakamoto teaming up, only to be separated because, you know, the other three has to protect the old country while Gintoki goes to protect the new country, and that signifies, his new friends, Shinpachi, Kagura, and everyone else that he's met after the Joy War and after his days as Shoyo Sensei's disciple, okay? So they're before that happened, he and the others are kicking butt, they're kicking ass. And Takasugi's like, he's telling Shinpachi like, don't let Gintoki die. I don't know why he's leaving his head like give asking you for help because you're just some useless kid. I'm paraphrasing what he says, but do not let him die because at the end of all of this happening, I want to be the person to have his head. And I want to believe that Takasugi, he doesn't have that grudge against Gintoki anymore, but I think he just wants to have a last confrontation just to settle things over with their past. I don't think he really wants to kill him now knowing probably what's going on and getting caught up with all the events that's happened after he was in his mini state coma. Okay, so I don't think Takasugi has that grudge against Gintoki anymore, but he just wants to be able to confront him for the very last time. And who knows if they'd be able to go back to their days where they were just having their quote unquote friendly banters, friendly competitions with each other. Hopefully they'll be able to go back to those days, but that's just hopeful wishing, hopeful thinking. But he and Gintoki and Shinpachi run off to go find Kagura in order to fight off any of the incoming enemies, while Sakamoto, Katsura, and Takasugi are holding all the others off bay so Gintoki and Shinpachi could go their separate ways. So they all will meet up each other eventually, but for the time being, they are all separated. So with that being happened, then we get the second portion of the chapter where we see Umibozu. He's practically beating everyone. No one is a challenge for him. And then we see where Abuto he comes crashing in and he's like talking to Umibozu, like, how are you gonna confront your son Kamui? And like the only way that Umibozu knows how to confront him and actually have a talk with his son is through fighting and through bloodshed, and he doesn't even know how to have a proper talk with his own son because all the time when he's supposed to be there in his son and his daughter's life, he's always off, hunting aliens and fighting other people and the such. So then there comes first division captain. You don't even have to bother remembering his name because as soon as he's introducing himself, he has this that gigantic sword, like this huge sword that has like three holes in the middle, and it's a cool looking weapon too. And you think he's gonna do some collateral damage, and he's gonna actually put up some wanted fight against Umibozu, while probably Obito is on the side watching, and before he can even utter another word out his mouth, he gets sliced clean in half by this intruder in the hood. Okay, and we all knew who he was because he was there when Takasugi was about to fall to his death. And you guessed it right, it was Kamui. Okay, and just speak of the devil. I was just speaking about my son and how I'm going to confront him and how I'm going to be able to talk to him. And lo and behold, he cuts the first division captain in half with his own sword. And he's like, here's what he said. Your opponent will be the captain of the 7th division, your idiot son. And that's how the chapter ends. And he's holding the first division captain's sword behind his back. And I'm like, yo, that looks so cool. Okay, I don't want to put it on here as my thumbnail. My thumbnail is with Gintoki and Takasugi because that moment really touched me. I teared up a little bit because I'm like, they're working together. It's only for this moment, this particular moment in time, they're working with each other once again. So but that last page with Kamui just standing there, and he's like, your final opponent is your idiot son, was just the icing on the cake right there. And that's all for this week's chapter. It was epic, and it just ended on a really good note. And we're gonna finally see Kamui fighting his father, and who knows how they're going to be able to talk to each other through their fists, because remember, Yato, the only way they can probably talk with each other is through fists colliding with the faces and blood pouring all over the place. So hopefully they're able to overcome their differences as a father and son, and also with Kagura, because Kagura has a major place in this family, and she needs to be able to talk to both her brother and her father and knock two heads together and let them get along with each other. So do tell me your thoughts and opinions on this week's chapter, Gintama 575, in the comment section below. You can check me out on Twitter and on Tumblr. The Facebook page is in the description box, so you can click on that link. And I'm Kimi-chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye!